everybody, we're here at 2525 Studios in Long Island City, New York. My name is Janan for Black Metal Artists, and I'm here in the studio with Viserion. Welcome in, guys. Thanks so much for having us.
Thank you.
Of course. Congratulations, first of all, on your new single release, Fire and Blood, from your upcoming album release, also titled Fire and Blood, set to release January 16th, 2026. How did you guys come up with the inspiration and the feeling? What was the influence behind that single, Fire and Blood?
Well, actually inspired by old school black metal, like Hellhammer, like old school, like black metal. So we wanted a brutal song. I had this riff laying around, played it one day at rehearsal, like everything we write together, we do it at rehearsal, and we build it from there.
Badass. So what's another song off this upcoming album that you guys are most excited for people to hear?
I would say it would probably be Harrenhal for all of us. That's a song that we all collaborated on. It was definitely a joint effort on that one where, between leads, rhythms, drums, and the bass melodies, we all had our input. And so I think it's also just the most epic song on the album. We're proud of all of them, but that one definitely stands out.
And I can speak from experience. When I've seen you guys play live, that's my new favorite song.
Thank you.
Harrenhal just shows the progression of the band from when we started this lineup to what we are now. We're very proud of it because it's a song that it's progressive in our songwriting. We did something different, and each instrument just goes off on its own tangent and it writes its own story. So I would say it shows us in our progression and what we're going to be able to do in the future.
Absolutely. So how would you guys say, because Viserion has a very raw, aggressive, intense sound, so how would you guys say you balance that aggression and mix that with conveying a message, whether it be philosophical or emotional?
It's all in a story. And each recording basically writes its own chapter. Every song writes its own chapter, and we're able to sense the atmosphere and amalgamate all these sounds together to create something that somebody can relax to yet feel very emboldened in.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Also lyrically, Matt and Ben did an amazing job with the lyrics. I despise it. I hate conveying my emotions, but these guys did a great job in creating, great storytelling. It projects the mood of every song too, so it adds to the element of the storytelling we're trying to convey instrumentally and lyrically.
Badass, I love that. So what would you guys say from the inception of Viserion back in 2019 until now, what's something you feel has changed the most that has allowed you to grow the most?
I would say that we grew as musicians. We went through a lineup change. Natural Selection was a different lineup than our current lineup. And when Chris and Tasso joined the band, we kind of like worked together and we were able to build that chemistry. They've been in a band for a while, so over the course of those years, we've kind of like learned how to write together. We don't just like individually write and just whatever. Like we kind of write as a unit, and I think that definitely has helped us a lot. Natural Selection is a great album, but I think that our sound now has evolved in a unique way because of the addition of Chris and Tasso.
Yeah, to piggyback off that, I think also just we all just growing together as musicians. We're all getting better at our instruments, and just the way that we work together is just becoming more and more flawless. Where we kind of can not predict each other's move, but like we know, like I know if I bring a rhythm part in, that between these three, they're gonna make it a new song, a new element, and it's gonna grow from there.
The chemistry and the cohesion is there, and we all have trust and confidence in each other's decision making when it comes to songwriting.
Definitely agree with everybody on that. And two, our system works for us. And if somebody outside the band walks in and looks at our system, they're gonna be like, how you guys are doing this? Like, I don't know, but it works for us. But that's just shows the chemistry within the band.
And that's actually a perfect segue, because give us an insight. How do you guys practice together and come up with the flow and this dynamic that you have so flawlessly? Give us a peek of what that's like.
So, I think it starts with us just being friends. We enjoy coming to practice and you know, we have fun together. And we also just we like the music that we all do. So, you know, between, like I said, we all write, someone brings in a riff or has a song, and we just piggyback from there, and we all have, we have no such thing as a bad idea in this band. There's always someone brings an idea in. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But, you know, we let everyone shine, I guess is a good way to say it, you know?
It's a safe space.
Yeah.
If you're having fun, it's not work, you know?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, one thing that people forget, especially the older you get and continue to play music, it's that it's supposed to be fun. You don't like coming into work, you're gonna suck at work. So, you know, that's piggybacking on what Tasso said. It's just when we do rehearse, it builds for my whole week. It makes my whole week better, honestly. And we're just here to have fun, man. This is a young man's game. We're all getting older. We just do it for shits and giggles at this point.
I would add one thing, kind of similar to what Ben said, is that you know, we work together, and we don't try to force an idea that doesn't work. We don't really have like egos in this band. We all work together. We write together. So even if one of us comes up with a part and we really like it, but it doesn't fit the song, we'll scrap it. That's just because we know we have to serve the music more than what we think it would sound good. So, which is good. It's hard to find bandmates like that, unfortunately. So it's good to have that.
That's the best combination you can ask for, to be able to be humble and not have an ego when you're creating together. That's the best. It's the best way to let everyone be heard. How do you guys feel being part of the Queens local black metal underground scene? How do you feel that has like helped shape and form you to be around so many bands in New York?
I think living in New York City, period, been fortunate. Seeing like bands like Satyricon, Mayhem come basically every month. Not Satyricon, guys, come on. But seeing Emperor a lot in the New York City area, like basically every other summer, they're coming through. But even the local scene, the guys from Woe, Chris actually mastered our record, so shout out to you guys. But yeah, always inspired. Always motivates us to see other local bands, not just black metal bands, but just every kind of metal genre, even musical genre. Just inspires you to be out there. Like it just like we're very fortunate to live in New York City and be exposed to all this stuff. You know, we could be living in West Bumfuck, whatever, and get like crappy bands going your way, and get like Metallica or whatever coming to your town every 10 years after that. So grateful for that, but we're inspired by everything we see on an everyday basis in the local scene, honestly.
Yeah, definitely. We are very fortunate out here. I will agree with that.
There's talent everywhere, and again, when we were growing up, there were clubs like Castle Heights, Lemoore, so many underground bands that were coming through to make a name for themselves that decades later have a name to themselves and are really prevalent in the genre in itself. We got to see them when they were just, you know, at their infancy stage. And when you see bands evolve from when they're local bands to signed bands, it helps you understand how this game evolves and how we can grow from it.
It's inspiring too.
And the music that comes with it. We're able to see genres of every walk of life come through, and you're able to add every part and witness everything.
Valid,
even before
absolutely.
the internet was around.
Very true. What would you guys then say would be your dream lineup? If you could on a bill, what would your dream lineup to be part of be?
I would love to play with 1349, personally. They're great.
Yeah, very good choice.
I would say definitely Greek black metal like Varithron
Okay.
Or New York Legends Profanatica. That would be a fun show.
Hard one. There's so many. If I have to pick one band continuing to inspire me today, unfortunately, Qualtron is not with us. Battery. I will give my left nut to see those guys live. Like, that's it. Every album is different, and every album inspires me. Every riff I write, I'm basically trying to mimic their shit. I'm not even lying.
I'm gonna cheat a little here. I'm gonna pick Ultar and Grima. It's the same pair of brothers, so
Yeah.
that's my way of cheating. But if I could ever play with either of them, that'd be crazy.
Also, great choices. Great choices. With that kind of in mind, do you guys have any like upcoming collaborations you wanted to work on in the future, or new places you wanted to travel to for like touring for shows?
So we were pretty blessed. Early on, we got to collab with Trevor from Black Dahlia Murder, rest in peace. And then we did this the Split record last. We had some great guests with Xenomorph and of course yourself. But going forward, I think right now we're trying to more focus on our stuff, and kind of just be just us. You know what I mean? As far as playing shows and stuff, what do you guys think?
Europe would be awesome. Love to play in Europe.
Europe is played out. I want to play in Botswana. They have a burgeoning metal scene out there, and it's true. It's true. See the documentary, and it's brutal as hell. Just because it's like out there,
Yeah.
and come on, like, hey,
Why not?
how many guys play Botswana for God's sakes?
Why not?
But South America.
South America.
South America,
Central and
period.
South America.
Central and
That
South
would be fire.
America.
Yeah.
True of the true metalheads, black metalers. We find them in South
We
America.
love our Colombian black and death metal.
Yeah,
you know.
definitely.
Brazil is just top notch.
Yeah, definitely, man. Those
Peru,
places,
Peru has a great death and black metal scene. So
they all do.
Yeah.
There's no country that you could point on the map in Central and South America that does not have a metal
the fans
scene.
are just passionate.
And what about here in the States?
Definitely West Coast. We would love to hit up the West Coast, Cali,
Yeah.
maybe Nevada.
Maryland Death Fest would be definitely a dream gig. Canada would also be great for us.
Just
Montreal has a
Yeah.
scene, great black
Yeah.
metal.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
to piggyback on what Ben said, anything with Death Fest in it.
Yeah.
Even the crappy ones, man. I've seen some videos of really like hole in the wall things, but those are the best ones, man. But yeah, man, just any festival really. Like we just want to really go into the festival circuit at least once in our career will be phenomenal. Just one. That's all I care about.
That'd be a lot of
Like,
fun.
I just want to have fun.
Just take that opportunity.
Just take an opportunity, see a bigger crowd. Just take it all in, because it'll be nice to see it from the other side of the stage, instead of
Yeah.
the front stage. That's a fan.
And kind of bringing some technical questions into the performance question, what's something that you guys feel, or like how do you feel you're able to bring what you put in when you're recording in the studio and translating it to when you're playing live? Like what's similar about the two, even though they're different modalities?
Absolutely nothing. Honestly, recording, it's simple. Honestly, in my opinion, it's less nerve-wracking, because we don't play with a click at all. So having a click and recording, very different from depending on Matt. And thank God, Matt is a phenomenal drummer. Like he keeps us on time. Like there's
just a metronome machine.
there's certain venues that we play that I can hear a lick of my guitar, his vocals, or whatever. I just turn around, it's like, you better be on tonight. And he's always on, man, always on. So I think that's the big difference. Like having a click track while you're recording and copy and paste. Yeah, okay, I could do a part 80 times. We'll pick the best one. But live performance is a whole different beast.
Yeah, I definitely get that. And what do you feel that you bring more to your live performance? What's one of your favorite things to just put out there?
I do think that it's a little more raw because we like to put on a show, and like I said, so we're out there trying to showcase our music and our performance. It's not necessarily about being super technical, where we like to convey our emotion and stuff on stage.
It's real rock and roll.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So final question for you guys. What is something off this new upcoming album that you want your audience to take away from it the most?
Game of Thrones is awesome.
These are our most epic songs, so we want them to be captivated and something that they can put on in a forest, in a rainstorm or something, just it captivates a lot of emotion, whether it's just brutal, it makes you want to feel violent, or just, depressed and...
Absolutely.
I want you to feel like you're in an Elder Scroll video game.
Basically, yeah.
Just epicness and aggression. There's some aggressive ass riffs that even I was like, what the fuck did Ben write? Like, shit, man, that's great.
You too. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good.
You guys everyone to go on an adventure.
It's that. Like Tasso said, it's just they're epic songs. They're good storytelling behind it. Don't get me wrong. The story wrote itself in a way, but lyrically we conveyed our interpretation of those stories. But honestly, whoever picks it up, man, you can interpret the music the way you want to. Honestly, you don't have to put yourself in a box and say, oh, this is about that. You can make it whatever you want to make it.
Yeah, like, it sounds stupid to say because it's such a simple answer, but like, I want someone to listen to the album and be like, this is fucking badass. Like, at the end of the day, even if they know nothing about Game of Thrones or if they're obsessed with Game of Thrones, I want them to enjoy the music and to have it be something that they're like, oh, I'm gonna put this on all the time when I'm driving to work, when I'm at the gym, whatever. Like, I just want the music to resonate with them in a way that, all of our hard work would pay off.
Yeah, because Fire and Blood is not necessarily a concept album, but we stuck to a theme.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously Viserion, the dragon, Ice Dragon. Natural Selection was not at all about that. But we kind of pivot into that realm. We try to see what we come up with, and I think we came up with a great album, in my opinion. Even if my 5 friends say it's great, that makes my day. That's all I could ask for.
I would also like to add a little bit of nostalgia because of what Fire and Blood brings to the table. That's a very classic 80s, like, first wave black metal song for us.
Definitely.
It pays homage to like Hellhammer and the US black metal bands that started, like, we're talking about bands like Profanatica and guys that we worship in the US black metal scene, So we want people to see what we are going to do in the future, and I think that EP definitely represents where we're going progressively as a band, whether it be brutal or melodic.
Badass.
What we're able to do. We're on a broad spectrum of sounds on that album.
Yeah, I think just expect the unexpected from Viserion. Like, if you think we're going one way, we're not. We're gonna play for what we want to play. Like, honestly, we're playing for ourselves, and I just hope that everyone likes that what we're playing for ourselves, they can resonate with it too.
I love that. Well, thank you guys so much for taking the time to be here with me. And again,
Thanks for having us.
Viserion's new album is going to be released January 16th, 2026. Do not forget to check it out. You're going to want to save that immediately on all platforms. Thank you again so much, guys.
Thank you, Internet.
Thank you.
Thank you, Janan.
Thank you, people watching.